Last week we got all of the main joists installed for our addition build. We also got all of the forms set for the stamped and stained patio that is going to be in the front of our house. Unfortunately, some very unpredictable spring weather rolled in and we were unable to do the pour, so that has been rescheduled for tomorrow, so we're really excited about that. In addition to the patio pour this week, we have plans to complete the subfloor for our 1,000 square foot addition build that is going to be above the 2-car garage that I'm standing in right now. So we have a lot of work ahead of us because our trusses are arriving in just 20 days, which means we have to have at least the side walls upstairs framed and sheeted before they come.
To get started with what will hopefully be the completion of our 2nd story subfloor, we have a few additional joists that are going to be run perpendicular to the ones that we set in last week's video. This is going to serve as the stairwell landing, and that'll be in this section right back and above me here, since our stairs are now going to be running from this side upward to this side, which is a complete 180 from how we had it turned before.
Right. So Jeremy preferred the stairs to go this way.
No, it wasn't my preference. It's just what we originally planned on, which is why we stuck a window back here, and long story.
Yeah. So then the other day I was like, I have a great idea. Let's completely take what we were going to do and then flip the whole thing. So now the staircase is going to be starting on the other side of the garage, which I know doesn't really make any sense for the staircase because now you have to walk all the way around. But for the apartment build, it made sense because the way that we had it, if the stairs went in the direction where it made sense, the bedroom and the living room side windows would be staring directly at the house.
It's a really long explanation just to say that it makes more sense to flip the whole thing around, so the stairs are going to be swapped.
Yeah.
Boom. Get to work.
Okay. I could have talked about that all day though.
Mahalo, mama, thank you.
Since Jeremy is up on a ladder and distracted by the installation of the joists, I'm going to further explain myself so that everyone doesn't think that I am crazy for flipping our floor plan. So, no, it makes sense. The master bedroom is going to be directly above us over here, originally the way that we had it, and the living room was going to be over here, which means that both of the windows on the side wall would stare directly at the house. So by flipping it, now the living room is going to be over here, the master bedroom is going to be over here, and it's going to have the nice tree-lined view, which makes a lot more sense, and the insignificant hallway can stare at the house.
You're still crazy.
No, it makes perfect sense. All right, the joists and the room joists have been installed for the landing of the addition build. The open space is where the staircase is going to go. So as it stands now, we can start sheeting the first half of the floor. We'll see how much we can get done today.
It is finally subfloor time. For that, we went with the Advantech subfloor material. It is a tongue roof product that comes in 4x8 sheets. It's what we use on the house and it held up really well. In fact, that's the reason that we decided to go with it again, because this flooring might be exposed to the weather for a period of time up until we get our roof put on. We wanted to make sure that we went with a product that was going to hold up and be really durable so that we didn't have any issues down the road. We took our first 4 sheets, since that's what the first row of sheeting is going to consist of. I went ahead and cut all of the tongue portions off since we aren't going to need that, being that it is the first row. So we'll get everything moved over, set in place, and we'll start laying some subfloor.
Are you ready? By the way I ask, I'm not sure I am. What are we waiting for?
Crazy hot up here.
Does it ever turn out the way you planned? I'm not sure that it can.
We have our first row up here. We screwed them into place so that we could make sure that we had it perfectly lined up. Now that we got all of our measurements done, we're going to pull them back up sheet by sheet, apply some liquid nail, and get them actually nailed into place. Now that we have the first row pretty much done, it should be quicker from here.
That's correct.
Already we got row number 1 totally done. That's the hard part, so we are officially ready to start row number 2.
Yeah, that was the hard part, but I must say that since this is now the 3rd time that we've been doing some subfloor, we did it in a tiny home for the loft, we did it on the house, obviously, we're operating and working with a lot more confidence, and it feels good. We have a better idea of what we're doing. We don't know everything there is to know, but we know a little bit now. So.
Yeah, it's that we're definitely a little bit more comfortable. So starting the 2nd row, we are actually going to cut our piece in half because we need to stagger our seams going all the way down. So we will start with a half piece and end with a half piece.
Whatever works. We got what we need. Okay.
I get lost looking in your eyes, a little shook up at the sight of you. It gets me every time. And when swimming against the tide, you're throwing me a line, pulling me back to you.
Always. Hey, you're kind of helping.
Right?
Sort of. You're not scooting enough. You got bad technique. Look, like you're sliding in home.
I didn't play baseball.
Me neither. I will. No excuse. Come on. Is that what taking your bra off at the end of the day feels like? All right, we are absolutely spent. That was a long, very productive day. I'm happy with the amount of progress that we managed to pull off here. We got a little more than halfway over the garage space with our subfloor. Everything laid down really, really nicely, so it's coming together.
Yeah, so we are calling it a day because tomorrow morning, bright and early at like 6 o'clock, we have our giant patio pour. The weather looks awesome. We're holding hands. Oh. This is really nice. Anyway, we're really excited about the patio pour. So we'll finish the floor afterwards. All I care about is watching that patio go in.
For sure. And so we wanted to address a question because we keep getting this with the garage build that we've been working on now for what, a couple of months?
Yeah.
Why is it that we're building yet another living space here on our property? It's only a reasonable question. I get it. We have the tiny home living space. Obviously now we have the main house. We're building out this garage space and we figured why not take advantage of it and build upward.
Right. So when we built the house, we did play with the idea of making the house bigger. A lot of people were like, why didn't you make a bedroom for everyone? And that is because we already have 2 teenagers and they're going to be transitioning out of the house. And so we decided that instead of building it into the main house, we would do a separate addition build. That way, as our kids get older, they have transitionary housing where they can kind of learn to be independent on their own, but still have their own kitchen and their own living room.
And the tiny home is completely livable. Obviously, we did it for 2 years, but you're relying upon the bucket system since there's no black water in there. And we set up the gym. And we have a couple of ideas for the space that we might show you guys here very, very soon. But it's there. It's an additional living space, but as many options as we can make available to the kids, the better off we're all going to be.
Yeah, and hopefully if they all do grow up and move away, they will come back and visit me very, very often, and we have a very comfortable, nice little apartment they can stay in.
But there's no pressure. We tell them all the time, no pressure. So.
I'm going to pressure them on Christmas.
All right, let's wrap this up. It's been a long day. Barbecue tonight?
Barbecue tonight.
Barbecue, let's do it.
Now that the warmer season is upon us, we have been firing up the grill a lot lately, which I love because that means that I don't have to cook, and Jeremy loves it because he loves any excuse to barbecue. In fact, most men do, and Father's Day is next weekend, by the way, so I have learned with 3 men in my family, plus a father and a father-in-law, what guys actually want for Father's Day is a big box full of a great reason to fire up their grill. Tonight we are grilling up some juicy free-range chicken breasts from our favorite for meat and seafood, Good Chop. Every order is fully customizable, so you can choose the beef, chicken, seafood, and pork products that your family likes the most.
There's literally something for everyone with over 50 high-quality cuts ranging from 100% grass-fed steaks, well-marbled Angus USDA Choice Prime cuts, sustainable and wild-caught salmon, Pacific cod, scallops, shrimp, organic free-range chicken breast, thick-cut bacon, the list goes on and on. The best part is Good Chop sources all of its meat and seafood exclusively from American farms and fisheries. So by choosing Good Chop, you support local family farms and independent ranchers right here in the US. Good Chop sources only the good stuff, meaning their beef never comes with antibiotics or added hormones. They actually stand behind their exceptional quality by offering a 100% money-back guarantee.
So give Good Chop a try for all of your summer grilling needs, and you still have time to order for Father's Day if you order right now and give Dad what he actually wants: good family time and good food. Just head to goodchop.com/YouTube and use our code GSL120 or click the link below to get $120 off across 4 boxes today. That's $120 off across 4 boxes, an incredible savings when you go to goodchop.com/YouTube and use our code GSL120.
Morning.
Morning, guys.
Morning. Happy poor day.
Yeah.
Well, good morning, Mama.
Good morning.
Looking beautiful. Did you get your face put on? You look
Minimally.
great, as opposed to...
No, you look good.
No, it is
You
6...
do have a pillow line on your face.
I got pillow lines, my eyes won't stop weeping, but it is 6 a.m. It's a beautiful day. Couldn't be happier to be up, be outside. Our concrete crew came back extremely early this morning at like 5:45. They're getting some prep work done on the house so that we can prevent any kind of a major mess from happening, since we are pouring concrete here for our front patio that is going to be stamped and stained. Creates a bit of a mess, so they're taking care of that ahead of time.
Yeah, we're just so excited. We started talking about having this done about 18 months ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, it feels like it may as well be. So to be here today is very, very exciting. It's the last major step on the main house.
Yeah, so today they're hoping to accomplish and get 3 of the 5 sections poured, right? So the hot tub pad area, that very front section, and then over by the side door.
Yes.
So we'll have some gaps in between. That's supposed to be done tomorrow. Today, very, very excited. It is front patio day.
Alrighty, it's go time.
Right, pour has begun. It is absolute chaos around here. These guys are frantically working to get some concrete set in their forms, and now we have a second truck that has arrived that is standing by. So
Yeah, I don't know if they were expecting the second truck so
No.
soon, but they're working really fast.
makes the stairs look different. They're way shorter now.
Yeah.
I like it. You won't have that massive first step.
Now, Kenji, we're not gonna walk in that, are we? We're not gonna walk in that. We don't need forever paw prints. He's gonna try to walk in it, so for the next 24 hours, Kenji's gonna have to be inside, which he hates when it's nice out, but right now he's just watching. crews are hard at work. It takes a lot of guys to make a patio like this happen because there are actually, I think, 5 separate pours. There's going to be different seams, and each section is going to be stamped separately. So they need the concrete to be absolutely perfect to take the stamp correctly. If it's too watery, then the stamp will run. If it's too dry, then it's not going to take the impression. So they're going to pour this one, probably move on to the side, maybe over where the hot tub is, and then they will come back and they will start putting the stamp in. That part is really fun to watch. It's really cool how they do it. All right, the first truck is empty. The second truck is getting into position. There is one of the 3 pours left for today, and then they will start stamping. They have done all this in about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. The kids aren't even out of bed yet. I have no idea how they're sleeping through all this noise, but they're missing the action.
All right, these guys are working on section 3 of 5. This is actually the hot tub pad. We had to remove our hot tub so that they could do their thing. So I'm really looking forward to having this complete. This section is going to differ from the others in the fact that it'll be far more flat for the footprint of the hot tub. Everything around that area though will slope off as it should. I'm just really excited because this means that we're going to be closer to getting our hot tub once again. I've been missing that thing. I mean, at this rate, does this mean that I can put my hot tub back in this afternoon? What do you think?
I don't think so.
Huh? No?
I mean, you can put it in, but it'd never be coming out.
Too soon, it just starts sinking.
The wind has picked up a little bit today, which is going to make this next step a little messy, but regardless, we are ready to start stamping. They're going to be using large rubber stamps with kind of a crinkly design. I don't know the actual name of the design, but it's crinkly. So the base color is called Sequoia Sand, and then the release color is called Nutmeg. It's a couple shades darker, and that way you can really see the design when it's all dry.
Well, this is a fun, unexpected surprise. We came into the day thinking that we were going to only end up with 3 of the 5 sections on our front patio completed, but our crew called in, they found more concrete because they thought they weren't going to have enough. Turns out that they do, so a third truck is back here and we're going to end up with 4 of 5 sections complete. They'll come back tomorrow to finish the very last section and we'll be wrapped up. It's been very, very quick. This is a great surprise.
The third truck is out of here and they are almost done for the day. There is just a small pour left to do tomorrow. So we went from 0 concrete to having it almost all the way done in just a matter of hours. They made very quick work of it. It looks absolutely beautiful. We are so excited to have this space because finally we can eat outside and we can just hang out outside without all this powdery dust that we get here in the summertime and the squishy mud that we get in the springtime. So it's just a really nice relief to see this nice hard surface going in. Day 2. It is bright and early, 7 a.m. The next truck is here. The last truck is here for the last section of this patio. We cannot wait to see this complete. And today we have something very special planned for that last little section. Alrighty, the very last section is almost all the way smoothed out and it is officially time for the 6 of us, well, the 7 of us, including Kenji, to put our mark on this house. We have talked about this for a long time. We're about to get our hands dirty. When we first bought the property, we actually poured a cornerstone when we were doing the foundation of the house, and unfortunately that did not survive its first winter. So we said when we poured the patio, we would redo it in a more permanent spot. So this is just something that we can always look back at and remember the year that we completed the house that we all built together, and when the 6 of us were all living under one roof. So it's just something that we're going to cherish forever. This week we finally got that outdoor space that we've been talking about for so long. And all I want to do is run out, buy a couple of rockers, and start making memories out here. It's never really been about a patio. It's always been about creating a perfect space for us to be together, to look out over the mountains and talk about all of the memories that we've made, those that we've already lived and those that we have yet to create.
Well, Mom, it's official. We can now never sell the house.
Deal.
Unless somebody wants to buy our handprints.
No, they're not for sale. Right now, I can't imagine a more perfect time. All 6 of us together under one roof. And I would give just about anything to be able to freeze the hands of time. But I know that these days are fleeting and those little hands are going to grow. And one day, it'll just be the 2 of us sitting out on that patio. And when we look at those handprints and we look out over this place that we've built, we'll be able to hold hands and smile and finally say, we made it together.